Welcome to the session 29 of Network Theorems of BSc 5th Sem Physics Paper 1. This session 29 consists of Thevenin's theorem. So in the last session 28 we have discussed about the current source, voltage source and superposition theorem. And now let us see the Thevenin's theorem. The learning objective of this session is to know the linear and non-linear circuits and to state and prove the Thevenin's theorem. This theorem, from this theorem, the session outcomes to state and prove the Thevenin's theorem, and it helps to simplify the complex electrical circuits. A different complex electrical circuit can be simplified with the help of this Thevenin's theorem. So it requires some prerequisites: current source and voltage source, Kirchhoff's current and voltage laws, linear and non-linear circuits. So in the session 28 we have discussed about the current source and the voltage source, and also we have discussed about the Kirchhoff's current and voltage laws. Now let us see linear and non-linear circuits. This linear circuit is a passive electrical circuit whose parameters are not changed with respect to the voltage or current. This circuit is the linear, in which its parameter does not change with the variation of voltage and current. Hence it is called as a linear circuit. That is, the resistance, capacitance and the inductances are not changed with the current and the voltage. That's why it obeys Ohm's law. Therefore, the circuit containing resistor, capacitor and inductors are linear circuit. Then the non-linear circuit. An electrical circuit whose parameters of the circuit changed with respect to the current or a voltage. Then that kind of a circuit is known as a non-linear circuit. It does not obey Ohm's law. Therefore, the example of this non-linear circuit is that circuit consists of semiconductor, transistors, etc. And now, let us start with the Thevenin's theorem. In the year 1883, M.L. Thevenin, a French engineer, published the equivalent technique of network analysis. This technique is known as Thevenin's theorem. This circuit is used to reduce the complicated linear network containing sources of EMF and the linear impedance into a simple voltage source and the equivalent resistance. And now let us see the statement of this theorem. In any two terminal of a linear network containing sources of EMF and impedances can be replaced by a series circuit consisting of an ideal voltage source and impedance. The EMF of the voltage source is the potential difference between the terminals of the network when there is a no load, and the series impedance is the equivalent impedance between the terminals when all the sources of EMF are replaced by their internal resistance. Here, this theorem, it states that if any two terminal linear network consisting of an EMF and a impedances, and that is reduced with a single EMF and single resistance, and they are connected in a series. Here, this is the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. After reducing the circuit, it is known as equivalent circuit. A complicated network means the complex network can be reduced to the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. This equivalent circuit, it consisting of the voltage source and the resistance and are connected in a series. Here ETH is a Thevenin's voltage and RTH is a Thevenin's resistance. And at the two terminals A and B, we are going to apply the external load. Therefore, to reduce the equivalent circuit, we have to follow the certain procedure for applying Thevenin's theorem to a linear network. First one, disconnect the load resistor. So the load resistance must be disconnected. So it must be removed. Then the second point is find the open circuit voltage between the two open terminals, that is between A and B, using KVL and KCL. This is Thevenin's voltage. Means the Thevenin's voltage is calculated by removing the load resistor at the output terminals A and B using KVL and KCL. And the third point is to calculate the Thevenin's resistance. Here, the Thevenin's resistance is to be calculated by replacing the source by their internal resistance if it has certain internal resistance. If it does not having any internal resistance, then that is called as an ideal voltage source. Those voltage sources are replaced by short circuit and ideal current sources are replaced by open circuit. Then determine the equivalent resistance looking from the open terminals. This is the Thevenin's resistance RTH. And now let us prove the Thevenin's theorem. This is the one simple example which consists of R1, R2, R3 are connected in the T shape. R1 and R3 are connected with the one voltage source E and RL is the load resistance. Here it has a two loops, two mesh, number 1 and number 2. So as I have represented the direction of the loop 1 from R1, R3, E and R1. And also in loop 2 I have represented the direction as R2, RL, R3, then R2. Okay. Finally, we are going to reduce this kind of a circuit into equivalent circuit. Means finally we are going to reduce with a single voltage source and with a single impedance. Here from figure 1, first you apply KVL to the mesh 1. So we get the equation as I1 into bracket R1 plus R2 and minus of R3 into I2, IL, here it is a IL, and this IL is flowing in opposite direction to that of I1. So therefore it is taken as a minus and that is equal to E. Say this is equation 1. And next from the loop 2, see here IL into bracket R2 plus R3 plus RL and minus of I2 minus of I1 into R3 and that is equal to 0 because this loop does not having any EMFs. Then from the equation above equation, this we get I1 is equal to IL into bracket R2 plus IL plus R3 divided by R3. And here R2 plus RL plus R1 divided by R3. Say this is equation 2. And substitute equation 2 in equation 1. We get the equation which represents the current through the load. And that equation is said to be 3. So this equation 3 is the current flowing through the load. Now, with the help of Thevenin's theorem, we are going to calculate the current flowing through the load, that is the IL. So therefore, this is the circuit which is used to find the potential difference between A and B. Here, to find the potential, that is a Thevenin's voltage, the first step is to remove the load. And here, remove the load and measure the voltage between A and B. Here, the presence of R2, as there is no way to the flow of current through R2. So therefore, the presence of R2 is not considered here. Therefore, as we are going to disconnect RL, then current in the circuit is I1 is equal to E divided by R1 plus R3. Then open circuit voltage, that is ETH, is equal to I1 into R3. So therefore, ETH is equal to E divided by R1 plus R3 into R3. Say this is equation 4. This is the Thevenin's reduced voltage. And now, let us find the Thevenin's resistance. As per the procedure, if we calculate the Thevenin's resistor, we have to remove the voltage source by connecting them to a short. Here E is present between R1 and R3. We just removed here, and there is a one short circuit between R1 and R3. Then measure the total resistance RTH across A and B. Here R1 and R3 are now in a parallel, and that parallel connection is connected in with a series to R2. So therefore, the total resistance RTH is equal to R plus R2. Here R is a parallel combination of R1 and R3. So that is 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R3. Therefore, RTH is equal to R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R3 plus R2. Say this is equation 5. And now, put equation 4 and 5 in equation 1. We get the equation, that is IL is equal to ETH divided by RL plus RTH. Say this is equation 6. Then, from the Thevenin's equivalent circuit, so there in the figure 1 we have drawn the equivalent circuit corresponding to the circuit, and from this equivalent circuit, as RTH and RL are in series, so the total resistance here is RTH plus RL. Therefore, the load current IL is equal to the voltage divided by the resistance here, that is Thevenin's voltage, that is ETH divided by RL plus RTH, which is exactly matches with the equation 6. It means that reduced equation from Thevenin's theorem, it gives the equation 6, and the equation 7 is the direct current through the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Hence, both the equations are equal. It means that we can easily reduce that equation with the help of Thevenin's theorem. Hence, this is the theorem. We can prove this theorem. This is a one simple example. So, it is a question as to calculate the voltage across 6 ohm resistor in the circuit shown below using Thevenin's theorem. So as IL is equal to ETH divided by RTH plus RL, we can easily calculate by calculating the value of ETH and RTH. We'll discuss this in the session 32. Let us recap whatever we have learned. Linear and a non-linear circuit. Linear circuit is a one which obeys the Ohm's law. A non-linear circuit, it does not obey the Ohm's law. Here, equivalent circuit is a one which produces an equal current or a voltage from the complicated network. And also we have studied the Thevenin's theorem. So these are the few references that you can follow. Thank you.